Hello all, my name's Matt. I'm going to be new to YouTube. I just plan on making a few videos, probably more than likely are going to be video game play-by-plays or playthroughs. I don't really have too many plans on being a big YouTuber. I don't see myself pumping out videos like daily or anything, possibly monthly, but just looking into getting some sort of coverage on YouTube here and figuring out how it all works. Apologize in advance for the phone as being my camera and microphone. If things start going half decent, I may invest in a camera or and a decent mic. But at the moment, this is what I've got to work with, so I'm going to go with that. But basically, I'm going to give YouTube a go and just see how it runs. My son seems to be fairly interested in becoming a YouTuber, and that's kind of what's piqued my interest, if you will. I'd like to see how everything operates so that I can kind of give him somewhat of some guidance on how to get started. That's more or less of where this is headed. So I do have plans on doing some playthroughs for video games. So if you're a video gamer, the type of games I'm mainly interested in are more medieval RPG style things. There is a couple shooters that I play. I used to be a big fan of Call of Duty, but that has recently declined due to them pumping out pretty well the same game over and over and over, and I'm not up for buying $70 expansions. A little bit about myself, though. My name's, like I said, was Matt. I use a lot of different game tags, such as Iluvatar, who is the one of the gods of Middle Earth, kind of the main god of Middle Earth in the Lord of the Rings universe. And also go by Ninja Tank and different variations of Ninja something. But either way, like I'm saying, if you're into video games, I do plan on putting out a few videos of play-by-plays and playthroughs, and we'll see how that goes down. But at the moment, this will be my first video, and just seeing exactly how everything works. I have lots of different opinions, and I may talk about different and random things, as the video game industry has been fairly talked about and covered on recently, of some of the bigger companies that are out there, such as Activision, Blizzard, and EA and Ubisoft, and these different companies have already been covered by lots of people of what's happening in there. I mean, I think the video game industry has just gotten too big for its own good. I know that they used to be out there for the customer, the gamer, but now they're out there for the shareholders and make money and more and more and more. And I don't really want to get into that. I'm a big fan of Star Wars. I have lots of Star Wars Lego. But again, Star Wars was bought out by Disney, a big company that just looks to heavily monetize on this franchise, and they're not really interested in their fans. They're more interested in catering to small minorities and their shareholders. That's kind of their style, and it is kind of disappointing to see. Same with the video game industry. I mean, I've got a full-time job that sometimes has me running around like a chicken with his head cut off. So like I said, I'm not going to be around to post lots of videos, but I do plan on getting into play-by-plays. And again, this is my first video. I want to see how the video editing side of things goes, as well as I obviously still have to get some better hardware and probably a decent room. I'm sitting in my living room right now because I don't have a whole lot. Sorry about the light in the background, but this is kind of the only spot I really can do it. I mean, all my computer hardware and everything is out here, so I got a nice setup of the 55-inch TV with my computer hooked up in there. I'm just totally showing you guys my my transaction history or game history for my Blizzard account, which I've always been a big fan of. Blizzard, their games used to be very good, groundbreaking, and now it seems like all they really want to do is just kind of pump out the same stuff, carbon copy, and see how much money they can make off of that. Which, again, companies got to make money. I mean, they've got to be able to pay their employees. But some of their employees, such as their chief financial officer, I mean, I heard it's making a stupid amount of money, and while they are trying to squeeze the gamer for every penny. So it's kind of the gaming industry is in a bit of a tough spot for me right now. So I'm looking to, like I said, do some play-by-plays. So I would like to see some suggestions from you guys as to what you would like to see this handsome mug right here play, and see what you're all interested in. And if you're up for that, if I get a few people that I want to follow, then I may start investing more and more time into this YouTube thing. I know I'm kind of a little late to the game. Being on camera, being on YouTube has never really been a goal of mine. I don't really have much to share with others. I normally keep my opinions to myself. I'm not very politically correct, if you will. I love all people, all living things, but I'm still have some bad language habits. So if that's not your thing, I do my best to try and tone it down for in case I do end up acquiring a younger crowd. I do not wish to offend anyone, but hey, this is life. This is the internet, and if you get offended easily, I'm probably not going to be the channel for you. On top of that, I'm when it comes to video games, I tend to get a little bit annoyed at some games where if you die a lot, such as Dark Souls. I was big into that sort of franchise, and it can get a little frustrating at times when you're dying over and over and over. So usually I can keep a level head, but there's times where it's not possible. I'm a big fan of World of Warcraft, at least I was. I still have a max level 120 Demon Hunter, along with every other class. At level 110. I have a couple that are at level 111. If anyone out there enjoys that franchise, the Diablo was a big franchise I enjoyed. Big series. Diablo 1, Diablo 2, Diablo 3 was good. No complaints really. Besides that, it's kind of monotonous at the end, where you're just farming greater rifts, Nephilim rifts, and the whole adventure quest mode thing. After a while it just kind of gets boring. So I do hop on to do the seasons here and there. So you'll probably see a few gameplay videos of that. Most of my stuff's going to be unscripted. I know a lot of YouTubers are scripting their stuff just to make it a little bit more professional. I'm not a professional type, so I'm more than likely going to be doing stuff unscripted while playing some games. So that's pretty much it. I don't mean to take too much of your time, but this is what my plan is, and I want to see if anyone is out there and willing to watch me play some video games. So I'm going to be always up for suggestions. I want to see what you guys want to see. So if you want to see a certain type of game, throw it down in the comments and let me know. One thing that really bugs me about YouTubers is constantly reminding people to subscribe, and put a like down below and subscribe up above. And you won't hear that from me, because that's, again, I don't plan on really making money. I mean, if I get approached by advertisements, I don't know exactly how any of this works, to be honest. So I'm going to go from there and see what's up. So, like I said, Star Wars fan, Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, all the books. The movies were okay. They weren't horrible. They didn't stick incredibly close to the books, but they were pretty close. And the Star Wars industry, well, that's just after The Last Jedi. It's just downhill for me. So I'm still a big fan of Lego, so maybe I'll do some opening up and building of some Lego and speed things up and throw something together and see if you guys are willing to watch me build some Lego. maybe I'll do that. But like I said, I'm gonna probably focus on video games mainly. I'm not a sports game fan, so you won't see any of that on here. That'll definitely not be no playthroughs there. Yeah, if it comes down to it, I'll probably be playing Diablo, World of Warcraft, Destiny. I'm a fan of that franchise as well. I'm happy to hear that Bungie has moved away from Activision to solo publish. I don't know, maybe they'll combine with another publishing company, but from what I hear, solo publish some, either maybe a Destiny 3 or possibly they'll publish a new IP. I'm not sure. So it's an interesting time to say the least in the video game industry. So we'll see what happens. I'm also a big fan of Minecraft. I put a lot of hours in that, a lot of hours into the Elder Scrolls series, a lot of hours into Dark Souls, and of course the Blizzard games as mentioned. And yeah, let's see where this goes and see what we can do. I'll edit this video down a little bit and we'll go from there. So again, name's Matt. Ninja tanking game or ninja heals or Iluvatar. If you ever are on say Tichondrius for World of Warcraft, that's where I hang out. If I'm playing, at the moment I'm unsubbed. I do plan on playing a little bit later down the road, but we'll see how that goes too. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see for play-by-plays, and I'll do my best to appease the crowd. Signing off. See you later, guys.